Govinda Radhe Madhava Gopal Radhe Keshava.
Govinda Radhe Madhava
Radhe Krishna Govinda Gopal Radhe Madhava.
Radhe Krishna Govinda Gopal Radhe Madhava.
Asmat Saragurubhyo Namaha. We are very fortunate to have a satsang here, and we are going to be in the Anubhavam of Krishna. Krishna's pastimes, Krishna Leela. Krishna is Adbhuta. Krishna Avatar is Purna Avatar. Tam Adbhutam Bhalakam Ambujekshanam. Adbhutam. In the Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, about Krishna Avatara, Shukacharya says Adbhutam. Whereas in the 7th canto, in the 7th skanda, about Nrsimha Avatar, he says Atyadbhutam. Adrishyata Atyadbhuta Rupamudvahan Stambhe Sabhayam Namrigam Namanusham. Here just simply super, we say. Just give one superlative, simply super. So nothing else can be said. Because you're so shocked. In the present shock, you don't know how to explain. Very beautiful, very nice, stunning. You just say one word. Adbhutam. Just. Tam Adbhutam Balakam. A wonderful child. With all Shanka, Chakra, all the paraphernalia. Vanamari, Girisha, Angi, Shanki, Chakki, Chanandagi. All 5 Ayudas, paraphernalia. The Lord is born with all his ornaments also. Pitambara Kaustuba, Kanchigana Nupara, the Aparimita Divya Bhushana. Vasudeva Ikshata. Vasudeva left the child in Gokul, crossing the river Yamuna, to Yapirani, Yamanik Tvaraivanai, and then brought Mahamaya back to the jail. And the Kamsa, next day he woke up. He woke up in the midnight itself because child cried. Shriek of the girl child. He woke up and then he rushed to the jail to kill the child. He caught hold of the legs and he wanted to beat on the wall. The next instant, Maya, Yoga Maya, became Ashtabhaja Durga and flew into the sky and then said, "You fool, you idiot. The person who is going to kill you is already born in Gokul." And then just went away. Now Kamsa said, in Bhagavatam it is there, even gods lie. God said 8th child is a male child, now it is girl child. Devam kuda abadham cheptundi. So, Uritya Maganai Pirandu, Urivil, Uritya Maganai, Ulitha Vadara. Born to Devaki and Devan is growing in the Gokuls to Nandagopa and Yashoda, all the Anubhavams are being given, Bharadilas. And how did they celebrate Krishna Avatara? Only you had to go through Alvars. Alvar became Yashoda, Periyalvar, Vishnu Chittar. And then he says in the second decade of his Periyalvar Tirumuri, Vannamadangal Su Tirukotiyur. The first Divyadesham in Nalari Prabandha is Tirukotiyur. First Divya Prabandha is mentioned. And he says Tirukotiyur became Nanda Bhavan. In Pushti Marga, Vallabhacharya says, make your heart Nanda Bhavan, a playground for Krishna. Generally we say make your heart as a temple, right? Anbedagaliya arvame neyyaga inburugu shindaididiya. So make your heart a temple so that the Lord can come and live in. Make it clean. A house should be kept clean every day. Similarly, the heart also should be cleansed every day. It's a process. So Vallabhacharya says, make it a house so that Krishna can come and play anytime he wants to. If it is a temple, there are temple timings. 9 to 12, then close. Then again 5 to 6, then close. So don't make your heart like that. So make your heart a house for Nanda Gopa so that Krishna can play anytime. He can jump, he can dance, he can do whatever he wants to. Make it independent. That is called Pushti. Pushti means strengthening the bhakti, pushti. Paustika ahara antam kada. Strengthening the body, like that we have to strengthen the heart, strengthen the soul, so that Krishna can play. So the moment Yashoda woke up the next day, she saw the child, so happy, and then everybody was dancing, enjoying. Nanda Mahal, Nanda was a Maharaj, small Maharaja under Kamsa. He used to pay taxes to Kamsa. So there was celebration everywhere. Nanda Maharaj's house. How did they celebrate? They were jumping in joy, dancing in joy, throwing butter on each and everyone, throwing milk, plenty of milk. Parkadalul Payat in the Paraman. The Lord himself sleeps in the ocean of milk, right? Why does he sleep in the ocean of milk? Palakadili. Whenever he wants coffee, take a cup of milk and then prepare yourself, right? Parkadalil Payat in the Paraman Palakadili. Palakadali Sayana Bala Jala Jana Jana Ramadas. So చక్రధారియై మనపై ఉండగా తక్కువే మీ మనకు రాముండొక్కడు వచ్చాపట వరకు తర్వాత పక్కతోడుగా భగవంతుడు మన చక్రధారియై నిలచి ఉండగా పాలకడలి శయనా దశరథ బాలజల జనయన రామదాస్ కృతి పక్కతోడుగా చక్రధారి ఉండగా తక్కువేమి మనకు. I should be afraid of anybody. Rama is with me. Agrataha Prishtataschaiva Pasyatascha Mahabalo Akarna Purna Dhanmano Rakshetam Rama. When Rama and Lakshmana are security for me, then why should I worry? So there was a celebration, wonderful celebration. The whole village was celebrating. Gokul. In everybody's house. There was celebration. Everybody decorated their house with flowers, with mango leaves, etc. All auspicious decorations. And everybody was jumping in joy. You know, in Gokul, boy is born. A black boy, blue-eyed baby. Not blue baby. Blue body, full of a blackish blue. Wonderful boy, I went and saw the boy. So beautiful. Everybody is jumping as if they got their own child. கண்ணன் கேசவன் நம்பி பிறந்தினில் எண்ணெய் சொன்ன பெரியாழ்வார் எதிரெதிர்த்து விட கண்ணன் முற்றம் கலந்தளராயிற்று. They will throwing, but even now in Nandotsav, if you go to Janmasthan, they will throw butter and then turmeric, they mix and then they apply on everybody's body and then throw milk, curd, everything. They apply on the places. They enjoy Krishna's birthday. It was as if everyone got a child. Everyone gave birth to a child. So such was their love to Yashoda and Nanda. So celebration everywhere, whole of Nandagaon. Nandike Anand Bhayo Jai Kanaya Laliki. They sing the dance in joy. Jai Kanaya Laliki, Jai Kanaya Laliki. Hati Goda Paliki, Jai Kanaya Laliki. They should sing in Hindi only, They were born in Mathura. Nandike Anand Bhaya Badai ho, Yashoda Maya Badai. Congratulations. Everybody was celebrating beautifully. And Nanda Maharaj donated thousands and thousands of cows to the Brahmanas, gave dakshinas, abundant dakshinas. As a king, gave a lot of cows because that is the only way you measure wealth. One who possesses a maximum number of cows is the richest person. And he donated thousands of cows to all the Brahmanas, and then he gave a grand feast to all the Bhagavatas. So the whole village celebrated. He was a king, right? So he gave all vastrams, whatever was available, whatever cloths, new cloths, ornaments. He threw precious gems. Kannan Mutram Kalandalara train. So Periyar was this happened in Tirukoshtiyur. Tirukoshtiyur, that's why incidentally Ramanuja chose Tirukoshtiyur to give all the Rahasyatas to all the Vaishnavas. Whoever is interested, you want to know shortest technique to reach Vaikunta, come to me. I will tell you the meaning of Ashtakshara mantra. And then he preached the secrets of whoever is interested, come. And then he preached the secrets of the Mahamantra. And hence we are here, right? And when we belong to Sampradaya, and hence we are talking about Ramanuja. So this happened in Tirukostir, according to Periyalvar. Of course, it happened in Nandagaon. Then they threw butter, curd, etc. Each and everyone were dancing in joy. Everybody was happy. And Nanda Baba, Nanda means Anand, one who gives Anandam. Nandalal means one who gives Anandam to everyone. Because we are all by nature, by default, they say, computer language. Everyone is Ananda, Sarupa. All of us are supposed to be in Ananda, but we identify ourselves with the body and then we suffer. Original constitutional position of the Jivatma is to be Ananda, to be in bliss. We are an part and parcel of Perumal. And hence we have to be in bliss, but then we identify ourselves with the body and then we suffer. And then we lose our identity. We think I am so and so. I am this body. Then we suffer. If we think that I am his servant and I belong to him, मेरे तो गिरिधर गोपाल दूसरों न कोई. I belong to him and he belongs to me. Once this belongingness comes, once this love comes, automatically everything is taken care of. My father is there, mother is there. They will take care of me. Krishna will take care of me. That absolute faith will come. Once we feel we belong to him, that's all. And whether we feel or not, that is the original fact. That we belong to him. He created the entire universe. Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. This is the cause of supreme cause. So we have a causality condition, right? So what is the cause? So science goes behind everything. What is the cause? What is the cause? What is the cause? The final original cause is Krishna. We get grain. We get rice. Now where from this rice come? Rice comes the field. Where from the field come? Field comes to the earth. Where does the earth come? Earth comes from the creation. Who created the earth? Then the question comes there. Somebody has to create. You can't say just it's popped up. A scientist wrote that saying that life has come on its own due to chemical combination is like saying a wind blew through a garage full of junk and then the junk became an aeroplane and flew away. Can anyone believe it? There was a wind and then a garage full of junk. It got assembled and then started flying. A scientist is saying this. So it's just nonsense to say that life has come from matter. Life cannot come from matter. Life has to come from life. All the life has to come from supreme life. Sir Richard Thompson, Dr. Richard Thompson did extensive research, and that the life cannot come on by chance. It's stupidity to say that life just came just by chance. It cannot come by the combination of chemicals. Life cannot come. Well, of course, once life has come, then you can analyze the DNA molecules and then say so many chemicals are there in the body. The best way to know what is present in the body is to ask the person who has created the body. As simple as that. Go to the Vedas. So all we have to do is we should know the creation from the creator. Suppose Manisha does some alwa. Do you do alwa? You don't do alwa. Upma, you do? You know how to do? You know? Huh? You know how to do upma? Okay, you know how to. You know, Manisha? Right. Suppose I eat upma and then your upma and then say, somebody asks me how this upma has come. And I will say there were some sulfur molecules and phosphorus molecules. They were combined together into so many meters, so many millimoles in the under controlled temperature and pressure. It's all nonsense. Go and ask Manisha straight away, how did you do? She will tell simple. The simple logic is, ask her, how did you do? I took some rava and then fried it and then I put oil and then I put mustard and then put some dal and then added this rava and then added some water and then went on fighting with this for hours together. Finally, upma has come out. Whatever it is. So you simply ask Manisha how you made upma or right, Kushi, right? You will tell. Rather than guessing how this upma could have been made, right? Similarly, how this world has come, go and ask the creator. Vedascha sarve rahameva vedya. Krishna says, I created. Mani, Mayi sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. The entire galaxy which is floating, all the planets which are floating. How can planets float in air? A simple question. How can all the planets just float in air? There is some gravitational pull, right? There is some equation for that. That we found later. But how did it come into existence? There must be supreme brain behind this. As simple logic, right? So this species there, how did the species come? If you say it just came out, by chemical combination. It's idiotic. It has to be, there should be some supreme brain behind the creation of this PC, personal computer. Right? There should be a supreme brain behind an artificial intelligence operated device, right? AI device. They have sensors. You go and then door opens, right? In many of the houses, straight away you just step in, the door will close. Oh, it's magic. Not magic, it's a science. It's a sensor. The sensor detects your movement and then it opens automatically. It's a science behind, big science. A child will say, oh, it opens by magic. Right? An intelligence, a scientist knows what is the technique behind it. Similarly, rishis know what is the technique behind which this creation has come into existence. Akashat vayuhu vayor agnihi agne rapaha advya prithivya oshadaya oshadibhyonnam. This is the process. Panjikarana. So the best way to know about the creation is to ask the creator, who has said this very clearly in the Vedas. Unfortunately, we don't have the intelligence to decode the science in the Vedas. Right? So that's why our mantra shakti is gone. Now we are dependent on the yantras now. The mantra is gone, you have to depend on the yantra. So Krishna, the supreme person, the supreme God. But there is a catch here. We don't go by logic, because logic cannot establish anything. So we accept the existence of God not by our logic, but because of the Vedas. Vedaischa sarvam hameva. This is supreme code. This is supreme shastra, supreme science, which tells about the existence of God. Because logic will lead us nowhere. Because if I say, due to this has come, this species has come because of these so many actions, somebody can defeat me in logic and say still, he can even prove me that this is a combination of chemicals and not even brain. Right? But logic will lead nowhere. So that supreme person who is beyond logic, Achintya, is playing as a kid in Nandagam. That is the greatness of the supreme personality. He wants to be a child among us, rather than a supreme power sitting above us and dictating terms. Right? That is the soul of Dhyan. So Nandotsav, Jai Kanaya Laliki, Hati Goda Paliki, wonderful celebrations throughout Braj Bhumi. And then people have started coming in to see the child. When a child is born in the house, everybody will come. How are you, Yashoda? How is your health? I want to see the child. So everybody is carrying the child, Krishna. Everybody is watching. See the Kadalul Amudanna Devaki, Kodek Kodala, Shodek Potanda, Pedek Kodavi Paditu Shubaitanam, Padak Kamanangal Kani. The first action which Krishna did was to chew his toes. A very favorite. No, all the children do that. Even if you do all asanas, we cannot do that. Right? Finally, we'll end up with the orthopedic surgeon if we try. Child, all children, they chew the toes. Right? Krishna also is doing it because Krishna thought everybody is saying Ganga is coming from my toe, and then everybody is saying Amritam is coming from my toes. Yonityam Achyuta Padambuja Yugma Rugma Vyamotaha. Right? The lotus feet of the Lord, is producing honey. And then Ramanuja, like a bee, is always immersed in that honey. And that is why he is a Jagadguru. Krishna Mande Jagadguru. Achyuta Padambu Yigma Rukma Vyamo Gadas Taditarani. That is the supreme test for him. Nothing else matters to Ramanuja. That is why he is a Jagadguru. Asmad Guru or Bhagavatos Yadayika Sindho. So Krishna thought everybody is saying there is honey in my toes, in my foot. Why don't I taste? If you taste in Vaikuntha, Lakshmi will say, what nonsense? You are grown up. You are an adult. Behave yourself properly in the society. Now what to do? He came down to Nandaka. No, as a child, he started chewing his own. Kara Ravindena, Pada Ravindam, Mukha Ravinde, Viniveshayantam, Vatasya Patrasya Puteshaya, Vatapatrashaya, Balam Mukundam, Manasa Smadami. How do I ask this question? Alva is asking, see, you swallowed the entire universe during Pralaya. And then you chose a leaf, people leaf, right? People only, Ashwatha people leaf. And then you are sleeping on that leaf. Alva asking, where from you got that leaf? Did you reserve it? You entered for the entire universe. Did you keep it separately? Where from you got this? Perumal said, don't reveal all the secret. Don't ask me. I won't tell you. He said, you don't ask me. Don't confuse me. God was a more intelligent. So intelligent, the Lord also feels happy being defeated by the arguments. Is that Adisesha? The Lord is asking like a child. That must be Adisesha. Otherwise, you cannot float in the entire ocean, causal ocean. Alama, Amaretindalamer, Urupalaganai. So, where did you get that? Did you reserve? Or after eating entire universe, you plucked one leaf from your stomach and then kept it down as an asana? You tell me. He has no answer. And always ask, they are so intelligent because they are devotees. They are always constantly thinking of the Lord and Leelas. And the Perumal also finds happy in getting defeated. So when you play with a child, Kushi, when you play with it, you know caroms?
Yeah.
You know carom. See how I found it. See the miraculous power I'm getting sitting here in your satsanga. Right. When you play with a 5-year-old boy, will you always win or will you find pleasure in losing the game? Ah, if you are a Rasika, if you want to enjoy the game, you should lose the game. You should allow the child to win. And the smile on the child's face is worth giving $1 billion. The worth and the prize which money you get in the game, right? He's a real Rasika. Right? Like that, Perumal will allow the Advas to defeat him. And then he enjoys the smile on their face. Kuresh asks a question to Lord Rama. You said you do not know where Sita is. You are crying. You are asking Vrikshe, Vrikshe, Japashyami. Every tree is asking. Godavari, did you see Sita? Forest is asking every tree. Oh, mango tree. Oh, people tree. Did you see Sita? I don't find Sita. I lost my Sita. He's crying as if he's a mad person. And he found Jatayu. Then he says, he tells Jatayu, you go to Vaikuntha. I am sending you to Vaikuntha. Kuratalvan, Kuresh asks, you don't know the way to Lanka. You are crying as if an ordinary human being. But how could you know the way to Vaikuntha? What power you have to give? Is it your house? Rama said, it is my house. You say Atmanam Manushamani, I am an ordinary human being, I am Dasrita, I am son of Dasarada, I am D full stop Rama, D is father's name, Dasarada, so drama. But then now you prove as if you are the supreme God. You want to send Jatayu to Vaikuntha. How is it possible? And Rama said, these are all secret, don't reveal outside. When he sees his devotees, he forgets he is an ordinary, he shows he is an Ishvara. Don't worry, I will protect you from all difficulties. You don't worry. At the last moment, when you do surrender to me now, when you are in a good health, I will take care of you. I will take you to Vaikuntha. Why are you bothered? Aham smarami madbhaktam nayami paramam. When your senses are in control, when you have a strong body, when you have a sound mind, sound intelligence, Manisha, come in the front. When you have, Kushi also come. When you have a strong body, a strong mind, when you are capable of doing, walking, and then chanting, now itself you perform Sharanagati, Prapatti. Then I will take care of the last one. This is advanced booking. Krishna only started advanced booking techniques, railway reservation and all, right? So book now itself. Prana Prayana Sameka Bhavata Pittai Kanta Avarodana Vido Smaranam Kutas. Advanced reservation is necessary, right? For Vaikuntha. We have to book the ticket. Only thing is we should not know the date of journey, isn't it? So uh, Krishna is playing as if it's a small child, as an innocent child, and he enjoys this rasa. Suppose some Maharishi comes and says, oh, you are Paramatma, Aprameyatma, Vishwamvishnu. Shut your mouth and go away. I am a small child here. I want to do some drama. Why you want to reveal all this? Chupchap chala jao, yahan se bhago, yahan se. Rasa will be finished, right? When you play with a child, you should play like a child. Suppose the child asks you, I know Johnny, but do you know? Suppose he's asking, Amanisha, what will you say?
Yeah.
Yes, you should not say. What you will say? No, I don't know. Child will be happy. I know. No, I know. I have studied all grammar, verb, and adjective. I can tell you. If you say child will not come to your, you are running away. Alaga, నాకు తెలియదే నీకొచ్చా? You tell me, Johnny, but the child will be happy. They will pray with you. Then whenever you come, you go to the next time you go to the child's house, child will say, come have some biscuit. Otherwise, in the entrance, it will say, Tata. Because you are all-knowing personality. There is no fun in talking to you. That is a play, isn't it? Losing a game to the child gives you so much of pleasure, which is immeasurable. Right? So we win relations by getting defeated. Many people do not know this simple secret that they win an argument, they prove that they are always right. They may be right also, but in the process, they lose relationships. They will lose. It may be true. That is why Goda says, accept what is the problem, even if you are not wrong, if you are correct. Why you want to establish you are sincere? The main essence of entire Tirupava is that. So let it be. Somebody accuses you. So let it be. Okay, I have done it. Kindly excuse me. Finish there, ends the matter. One day the truth will come out. Isn't it? So here Krishna is hiding his supremacy, Aishwarya Bhava, and is playing like a small child. And all of us are enjoying it. And he is tasting his own toe. And the big stotram on that. Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. Leela Shuka writes this. What a wonderful Paratattva, coming all the way from Vaikuntha, only to taste his toes. And because Ganga flows from his toes, right? Just a 1 second contact with his toe, right toe, it became Ganga. That's why they say Padodakam, Pavanam Shumam. When as a Trivikrama, he came as a Vamana, he cheated Bali, he became Trivikrama. In just 2 steps, he measured the entire universe. Brahma was doing Sandhyavandanam. He was offering Argya Pradhanam. Immediately a fate came. How it will be? He got his heart attack first time. What is the first time in Brahmaloka if it is coming? Chappalasti ala ఉంటుంది. When we go to the temple, we will always think of our chappals only. Where it will happen? 2,000 rupees. Wonderful chappal. I brought in a reduction, that too. 1,000 rupees rebate. What will happen? Always on Padukas. We will not be worrying about Krishna. You know what seva, this seva, chipulu nail. Always it is. That is why they see that somebody takes care. They keep a token and then temporarily take care of your all shoes or chappals, right? They are always bother. Nothing wrong in that. Our sampradaya is Paduka sampradaya, right? So dhyana will be there. So here Brahma is doing sandhyana, offering his argya. Immediately lotus feet is appearing. And what did he see? Kada puna shankara tanga kalpagat dvaja ravindang kushabajjaranchanam yamanacharya. Trivikramatva charanambujadvayam madhya murdana malam karishyati. Stotra ratna. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, all these are visible. Wow, you know, my God, Supreme God is appearing. All this day I didn't do Sandhyanam properly. Today I did properly. So Krishna is doing his lotus feet. Brahma said this. Okay. And then he thought to himself, and then immediately he took his commanderu and he poured water, just the causal water. It's not ordinary water, which is samashti water. The water which was present in the causal ocean is not ordinary water. So he just poured, immediately became Ganga. Tripadaga. Ganga flows through 3 planets. Right from Swarga, it goes to Bhuloka, and then it goes to Patal also. Because the Sagara Putras has to be delivered by Bhagiratha, right? Bhagiratha brought this. Bhagiratha Nayestitan Ganga Pravaha. So he brought, Bhagiratha brought, we should be thankful, all of us should be thankful to Bhagiratha because he brought Ganga all the way from Swarga. She was a Devaloka Nadi. She brought from there, and then he delivered all the Pitrus. Thousands of Pitrus forefathers who were burnt into ashes by Kapila Muni in the Patala. So that Ganga, which was in contact with the lotus feet of the Lord for 1 second, became so powerful that Ganga cleans the sins of all the people who take bath in it. Gange Chayamuni Chaiva Godavari Telsa Slokam. చెప్పు గుర్తులేదా సంతోష్ గుర్తులేదా నాకు గుర్తుంటుంది నాకు మర్చిపోయింది అందుకే అడిగా గోదావరి సరస్వతి నర్మదే సింధు కావేరి జలేస్మిన్ సన్నిధిని కురు దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ వీ షుడ్ chant even you are in Singapore or in Australia or Adelaide wherever you are, then the corporation water becomes Ganga automatically. That is the power of that shloka. Or if you don't know the shloka, just say Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, Krishna, Narmada, Kaveri, Sindhu, all the holy names. Because these names are mentioned in the Shrutis and in the Bhagavatam. In the Bhagavatam it is mentioned that Parikshit in future, right, these rivers are going to purify the devotees. Tambrapanni Nadi Yatra Kridamala Payaswini, all these rivers in the South India, they are going to South and North anyway. They are going to purify all the sins. So now Krishna is remembering all these things, all these pastimes. Oh, this feet gave Ganga. Let me taste these feet. Krishna is fond of his own feet. He himself is fond of his feet. Then why should not we love his feet? That is why from that day onwards you'll find all the children, they put their toes because it came from Krishna in their mouth and then they enjoy. And the finger also. There's a big story in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Mandata. So Indra gave the finger because the child, a male king, gave birth to a child. By mistake, the water which was purified and consecrated by mantra for a putra kama ishti, by mistake he was so thirsty, instead of the king drank it. And he became pregnant. In history of mankind, he was the only person who became pregnant. He gave birth to a child. And the child started crying, who will give the milk? Then Indra gave his thumb, which he soaked in the nectar, in the amrita, and then fed to the child. That is why from that day onwards, all children will inevitably put their finger, thumb especially, into their mouth. Inevitably, whether it is Chinese child or Thailand child or Singapore child, automatically, because it is in the Puranas. Because it feels there is some sweetness in the thumb only. You don't put this finger or some that finger. Thumb. Kada? She puts, you put. Everybody puts it. No, I know. Even now also some people put. I know one of my relatives after getting married also. She got married at age 18. She'll go to the room in 5 minutes and then she'll come back. She was my relative. Because this Purana evidence is there. So that's why they find sweetness in the thumb. Probably that is why they ask her to put thumb impression. Even earlier when we were not educated, they asked her to put thumb. Now also in the airport, it's a thumb only. So you come back to same thumb. Because I want to verify if they saying, right? Anyway, so Krishna is checking his own thumb, checking his own toe as a Bala Krishna, right? That is the wonderful Leela of Krishna's pastimes. Although he is a Paramatma. Why? For the sake of the devotees. Everything he does only, the Leela is only for us, not for his pleasure, for our pleasure. Krishna comes down and then gives all these Leelas. So then about 3 months, 1 or 2 months pass, and then comes again an instruction, starting instruction to all the asuras, go and kill all the children who were born within 2 months. And then he sent Putana. Puta means purification. Na means no, impure. Impure means Maya. Putana is another than the embodiment of Maya. Charanam, Pavitram, Vidatam, Puranam. Puta means to purify. So this Maya, in the form of a beautiful lady, she took the form of a lady. She's a demoness. If she goes, people will recognize. She goes in the almost similar to Yashoda. So beautiful. Because asuras can change their forms, right? And then she said some mantra probably. And then no makeup, nothing. Straight away she became a beautiful dancer. And then she went straight away. She wanted to kill Krishna first, then kill all the people, all the children. She went to Gokul. She went to the house of Nanda Maharaj. A lot of security by the king, right? When the child was born, immediately Shiva came to have darshan of Krishna. It is written in Braja Mahatmya, not in Bhagavatam or Alvars. It is in the Braja Leela, it is there, in the Braja Bhasha, Hindi Bhasha. So Bola Shankar, he then stood on the entrance. Yashoda was scared because wearing so many words, he was having these serpents, then trident. If he goes like this, who will invite, right? People want nice dress. Vishnu is always fond of dress. Shiva is always fond of taking bath. That's all. So it's Alankara Priyo Vishnu, Abhisheka Priyo Shiva. Vishnu, Shiva is so innocent, just put one glass of water on his head and then one drop, he's happy. Bola Shankar. Vishnu is not, I will not take bath, give me scent. Nice Chandan, Gindan and all. Krishna never used to take bath. Because he is Yadava community, right? Once in a year, whenever they will go and take bath. Then what will you till then? You will just put your hair like this and then come out and Yashoda, I have taken bath, he will say, Yamuna. Krishna was like that. So, when he came with all his Trishul and then deer skin, elephant skin, and then his Vagana is also dangerous, right? No, he's a Vrishabhava. I want to see Krishna. He was scared. Who are you? Huh? I am a Bola Shankar. You stay there and will not allow. The child was scared. My child is a small child. Newborn baby. How can you show it? She went inside. And Shiva did tapasya for 3 days. He didn't eat. Poor Shiva. He was became fasting. Then Krishna also developed a fever, an artificial fever. Yashoda was scared. Why is getting fever? Then she asked the neighbors, and they said, no, it is COVID season. Probably don't worry about that. Some medicine is going to come, co-vaccine or something like that, Covishield. They applied, nothing happened. Fever was subside. What to do? Then a devotee said, no, you did some mistake. Some Babaji is there. He is waiting there 3 days. You didn't show every child. Very no. Go and show him immediately. Oh, is it so? Then in those days, they do all mantra, tantra, under some tabis, givis, everything, right? They will some adupa, deepa, everything they will put on the child. And then she went there and then she showed the child. Then he offered his pranams. He just did Dandavat pranam. And then he went away with his Vaganam. And in the next second, Krishna became okay. So Shiva did tapasya for 3 days to have darshan of Krishna at Gokul. So you can find that Shiva's deity there, standing there along with Balaram. Balaram was also born in Gokul. Balaram was born to Rohini, elder brother, Dauji, they say, right? Elder brother of Krishna. So this was the Leela I performed as a child. So whatever Leela performs, Shiva and Parvati are very much interested to see and then offer their pranams. Once Parvati saw Rama wandering in the forest in Goswami Tulsidas Ramayana, it is there. She saw Rama is wandering here and like a mad person. Where is Sita? Oh, mango tree, did you see Sita? Godavari, did you see Sita? Oh, palm tree, did you see Sita? Coconut tree, did you see Sita? He was crying like a mad person. And then Parvati said to Shiva, poor man, I will go and help him. See how he is crying. Shiva said, shut your mouth, you don't know about Leela. He's a Leela Marshal. He's doing some Leela. Just don't interfere in the drama. She didn't listen. She said, I want to pacify him. So she went in the form of Sita. She took a form of Sita and then she appeared in front of Rama. Rama said, Parvati, what business you have got to come in this drama? I said, straight away. Shiva said, I told you, Munde Chepane. You didn't listen to me. And Parvati followed and returned back. It is said, because Parvati took the form of Sita, Shiva didn't touch her. You are my mother, no? You are Jagan Mata. I can't touch you. She became Sati. She left that body and then became Dakshayani. That is the secret. She took another body, then she married. She wanted to marry Shiva only. That is the greatness of Rama. That is the greatness. When he does a drama, perfect drama. So nobody should come and say, oh, you are Supreme Parama. When that is why he goes secretly to all Maharishis' ashrams in Dandaka, Tapavana, Jangama Parijata, Vedanta Desika says is a mobile god. Rama is a mobile god. He visits each and every ashram because they have been doing tapasya for lakhs and lakhs of years, chanting Ramana. Valmiki has been waiting to see Rama in person. So he went to each and every ashram, gave darshan, and then gave them the moksha, Sharabanga, Sudikshna, all the people. That was secret, confidential. Right? It doesn't reveal openly. He went to Valmiki ashram. Valmiki had so much of faith in Narada. That is the greatness of Narada. One Acharya is enough to transform our lives. He was telling the other day. Now Acharya came into our life later period, but these children are very lucky at this very young age. They are spiritualized, they are magnetized. True. So Valmiki, who was he? He was a bandit. He was a thief, robbing everyone. But then at the sight of Narada, he got transformed. Narada gave him the mantra, two-lettered mantra, in a reverse form, that too, Mara. And Valmiki was chanting continuously. See the faith he had. In our case, what we would have said, we would have asked, how long should we chant? One semester, or one trimester? Everything we'll ask questions. So she didn't ask anything. Unflinching faith in Narada. That was the satsang power. He didn't see Narada. He never knew Narada before. But it arrested his attention. That is the power of saints. Sadhu Santake Tumurakavari. Hanuman blesses all the saints who chant Ramanam, right? So he became a great saint. So he went to searching for these Maharshis in Dandaka forest. That is why he went to forest. All these people have been doing tapasya for thousands and thousands. How can I become a king and sit here and rule the kingdom? I have to go and bless them, then I will take up the kingdom. So like that, Krishna wanted to give darshan to Shiva, his devotee. So he did this drama. Shiva had darshan and went away, took darshan. So even now you can find the Shiva's statue there, deity there in Gokul, Nandagaon, just in the entrance. So he did this Leela. Then Putana wanted to kill. She came. She became a beautiful damsel. Everybody thought she was Yashoda's younger sister. She was so beautiful. And then nobody doubted her. Straight away she went to Nanda Baba's house and then said, Yashoda, come on, bring the child. I want to see the child. You didn't show me? Yashoda also said, I have seen that she must be some distant relative. Generally, it happens in Indian marriages, you know. Some four people come and eat. We don't know this fellow, the groom side will think he is our side, and the groom, then they will nice eat and go away. This every day it happens. Then only you know they are all connected to the Chowdhury fellow or owner or something like that. They are not related to anybody. Similar like that, she went to straight away into them and said, Oh Yashoda, you don't know me? So we have been, see, I am your mother, so and so relative. We all been confused. Maybe it might be possible. So beautiful lady. She was looking like Mahalakshmi. And then I want to see the child. Right? The child was crying as if it's hungry. He was looking for the milk. So she saw the child. And then what was the child doing? Krishna was doing. So Vedanta Deshika gives a wonderful picture. Amna Jagandi Rudita Spurita Daroshtam. Asra Virekshana Manukshana Mandasam. 1 second he is laughing, another second he is crying, as if he is crying for the milk. He is laughing, oh come, you have come only for me, so I will give you moksha, don't worry. Natasyananda Bhavane Navanitanatyam Amnaya Gandhi. His mouth, you know, beautiful fragrance is coming from his lips. Amnaya means Vedas. Vedasya sarvam ahameva vidya. His breath is Veda. A fragrance was coming. Putana was attracted to the fragrance of the child. Amna Jagandhirudita Spurita Daroshtam. The lips were so beautiful. She was captivated with the beauty of the lips. Spurita Daroshtam. Then the child is just opening the eyes for a second and then closing the eyes. So during the drama, she immediately took the child and kept Krishna on her lap and then started feeding the milk. Milk was mixed with poison, injected with poison. There was high technology where they inject poison in the breast itself. She injected poison, deadly poison, to kill Krishna. And she brought this all the way from Mathura to Gokul only to kill Krishna. Krishna was really, he was so happy with her. Although she came, she was a demoness, but she brought something which is to be offered only to Krishna. And Krishna Arpanam, even if it is a poison, Krishna gives moksha. He gave moksha to her. He drank the milk, he drank the poison, he drank her life also. Next second, she went to, that's why we say Putana, we don't say Putana Vadam, Putana Moksha. Shakatachura Banjana, we say. Because the whole Lord, the Lord who played on the body of, who sat on the body, who slept on the body of a human being, how can he go to hell? Next second, she went to Moksha. She was crying and then she left her body. So our Acharya say, if a person who brought poison only for Krishna, Krishna considered it as payasam. Poison became payasam, Telugu payasam. Because it is only for Krishna. Krishnudu korike, only for Krishna. Krishnaya namaha, Krishnaya tubhyam namaha. So, Chaturthi Vibhakti, Krishnaya namaha, Ramaya namaha, means only for Krishna. She brought the poison only for Krishna, to kill only Krishna. Although she wanted to kill Krishna, but she brought the poison only for Krishna. So Krishna can moksha, go, straight away go. You brought something for me, Krishna. If we give out of love a little bit of milk, he will become our servant in Vaikuntha. Because he cannot give anything better than Vaikuntha. So our Acharya say, if you give out of love even a patram, pushpam, phalam, toya, a small leaf, a petal of flower. Leaf means tulsi here. Pushpam, any pushpam. Phalam, any fruit. Toya means water. Our acharyas give a wonderful meaning. Toya means not just, you can't give pure water also. What is pure water? River water. You don't get any holy river. What to do? Second water is well water. Then we give to corporation water, which is 2 days, 3 days. What to do? I can't give you even pure water. I don't have anything. So cry. Toya means cry. One drop of water from your tears. That's what Krishna wants. Krishna wants tears. I cannot give you my heart. I cannot give you pure water. I cannot give you pure fruit. I cannot give you pure flower. Gardening is not an easy thing. Vipranarayana, Thandaripudiyalvar, as well as Periyalvar, Vishnu Chitta, they tended gardens. Not so easy. When you tender a garden, you know how difficult it is. If you take a flower, maybe 100 ants in it. We don't know, we just have offered to Krishna. And the whole body full of ants. We have to remove those ants very carefully. If you hit tightly, then the flower is gone. Right? And then it should be offered fresh. You can't keep the fridge and for 1 month you can't offer a flower. That is against Shastra. Anyway, here we have no other way. Go. Every day should be fresh. Only tulsi can be kept for many days. It can be offered any number of times, even for years to come. But flowers, it should be fresh. Every day it should be offered fresh. Otherwise, it become a dosha. Krishna accepts it, different thing. Krishna out of love, he accepts. If you have the bhava, right? There should not be any hair. Inevitably, when you make a garland, one hair will be there. Inevitably. And Ranganatha wanted only a garland with hair, Goda's hair. Chuda padena parigirkyata bhaktariyam. That is the greatness of Goda. Goda is Bhudevi. So he wanted a garland which has the touch, fragrance of her hair. He begged for it. That's why he became Periyalvar. Because she is none other than Bhudevi, right? So it's very difficult. When you make a garland, somewhere it will come, one hair will come. Inevitably, when we, suppose people like me, who have a lot of shika and all, we don't know whose hair it is. It will be in the food. My hair and my wife's hair. Hair will be there. Very carefully. We cannot offer a garland with hair, right? Should be very dosha raita. And we cannot keep on the floor and do the garland. You have to mop the floor. So many things, so many rules are there. You should not touch the legs. But inevitably you find in garlands, particularly in India, I don't know yet, what they will do, they will tie up like this, they will stretch their legs, one end will be here. And then generally Muslims only do. And then they will be tying big gar and then straight will go give the money and then 300 rupees offer to the Lord. And use Father's Parashati there, right? Very, very careful. Generally they do like that if you go to the Videsas also. We don't have time. Hey, we go give money, throw it on you and come back. Oh, yeah, come. Chalo. Very carefully. We have to offer with love and affection. So not an ordinary thing. We have to tell no warmth should be there. Most of the time, Upanyasam, we will be at the receiving end. They will give a big garland and they will be warm and they will be dancing in ecstasy like this. Warm will be going throughout the body till the Upanyasam. They will go, what an anubhavam that Upanyasam. I am enjoying each. What enjoying? This warm is going here and there. So we have to be extremely careful. All these doshas. So even if you offer such a garland to the Lord, he is ready to give moksha. And Thandaripudiyalvar Vipranarayana says, how come people are going to hell when there is a mad fellow like this fellow, Ranga, who is ready to give moksha to everyone, who is ready to give to a demon? How come people are going to Naraka? I don't understand, he said. Aribila Marisharalla Marangaman Raiparagil Purigilva Naragamellam Pulli. There cannot be any hell at all for a person who just says, I am catching Krishna Express. Finished. He said Krishna. He can never go to hell. I am going by Godavari Express. He can never go to hell. Because this uttering of the holy name without his knowledge will lead to satsanga, will lead to bhakti, will lead to upanyasam like this. He will be in a constant association of the devotees. Then he will get the blessings of the devotees. Then he will go to GSPK Swami. Then he will go to an Acharya. And Acharya will perform Prapatti, Sharanagati for you. And then your seat is reserved, booked in Vaikuntha. Sadacharya Kataksha, right? Hardware says, how come people are going to hell? There must be highly technically motivated people who have decided to go only to hell. Otherwise, it's very difficult to go to hell. Because somehow you have to repeat the holy name of the Lord, right? Even some brand, suppose it is coffee, they say, we have a famous coffee in Second, right? Krishna coffee works. They'll say like Kingsway, whole Kingsway will be full of fragrance, even now. This is Krishna coffee only. Okay, Krishna coffee. You said, you uttered the name of Krishna, it's enough. Now, I will take care of it. No question of going to hell. பொறியில் வாழ் நரகமெல்லாம் புல்லெழுந்து ஒழியுமென்றே. அரங்கனை பித்தனாய அரங்கனை பெற்று வந்தோ பிறவில் பிணங்குமாதே. He's always so innocent. He's sleeping in Srirangam. He doesn't know, so innocent. Even if you chant without knowledge, even if you offer pranam without your knowledge, right? Generally, we find we have sadistic pressure in India, particularly in our area. A lot of mosquitoes. Each mosquito is the size of an elephant. So when the mosquito comes, we find pleasure in then eating it like this. But if you eat like this, Perumal say, oh, it is namaskaram, we did. Oh, the punyam is credited, you will knock on, you go to Vaikuntha someday. Killing a mosquito. Avashat is called Yadricha Sukrita. One fellow wanted to kill a cow. He was going, chasing the cow. The cow went, did a parikrama in a temple. Then immediately he wrote in his account, oh, you did a punya, you did pradakshina in my temple. I'll give you punya, you'll never go to hell. Such an innocent God who is ready to rain mukti on everyone is waiting for us to come on. How can we escape His grace? Ultimately, in Sivaishna Sampradaya, Ramana Sampradaya, everyone will go to Vaikuntha someday. Right? But when? Question is that when? Because we do not know that taste, we do not want to go there really. Chudam Tara. After when you go to Tirumala, take return and Tarata Chudam and see what is that? What is Nari? People think that Bhagavad Gita class is only for above 60. After 60 Putti only you should go on. Why Bhagavad Gita after 60 Putti? It's applicable day to day life. You can become a better manager, you can become a better student, you can become a better father, become mother. It's a management every day. So why you want only after Sadabhishekam? And after that we can never sit. After 8 years, how will you sit? కూర్చుంటే మోకాలు వస్తుంది, నిల్చుంటే నడుము వస్తుంది, ఆయన పడుకుంటా అంతే పడుకోవాలి. నేను బాబులు వెళ్ళాను క్లాస్ వెన్ విల్ భగవద్గీత whenever there is an inclination, then when immediately that is the day, no question of planning, then and there, instantaneous. So these people are very lucky. Manisha, Kushi, and children are getting a satsang, right? That is a vikasam, right? That is the development. Development of consciousness at this age, young age. Which people do not get. They get only at a very old age. Very lucky at the childhood, they are getting this Bhagavad Satsanga. I always say, even if you want to sleep, go and sleep in the Katha. At least you will hear some name there. You are free to sleep, I say. Come and sleep there very nicely. Because in Upanyasam, you will get nice sleep. The people when you are in Jhana. What an ecstasy. Where you are sleeping. In the train, I saw some people. They went to some course. That Ramachandra mission people go there. That disciples, they came all the way from Delhi. The whole train was booked. They all said wonderful mission. Anyway, nice name, Ramachandra mission. What are you doing? They are doing meditation. They are sitting nicely. After 2 hours, what a wonderful meditation. It's extremely difficult to jhana in Kali Yuga. Jhana is out of question. Because control of mind is very difficult. Very so stubborn mind. Mind will not stay at one place, right? That is the characteristic of mind. Flickering mind. 1 second it will go to India and come back. Right? Very fast mind to travel like anything. And particularly when you want to do puja in a particular day, on Ekadasi, Dwadasi, today is Dwadasi, right? Yes. Incidentally, Mahalakshmi Day. Lakshmi Kataksham is there for all of us. That's why we are here. Lakshmi Avirbhava Day. And today also Punar Rama also come into the picture, right? Incidentally, Rama will not leave us, right? Today, my birthday, how can he escape? Even if it is Krishna Lila, I will come. He came in between. So, when you sit for dhyana or some puja, anything, Shreyamsu Bahuvigina, you will get 100 number of obstacles. You just check and see. But be happy when you get obstacle, oh, you are on the right track. When you plan Prasagasanama Goiti, hundreds of obstacles will come. The wind blow 90 kilometers per hour, you will say. And then tomorrow is going to rain. All obstacles will be. In spite, Krishna will call his devotees and get things done. So, Shreyamsi Bhaguvignani, Krishna is doing these pastimes. He gave mukti to Putana, one who came to kill him. Paipan Mulayunda Pitani. Advar say, Mother Yashoda is a wonderful milk, such a good devotee, pure devotee. She is giving you her breast milk. You are such an idiot. You are drinking the milk of Putana. Advar is chastising Krishna. What made you to drink the milk of Putana? That is adulterated milk. This is a pure milk. Why you want to go for powder milk? Krishna said, I had to gear mukti, that's why I drank it. Allah is asking question. This question like a child. Then immediately Yashoda came and she saw a gigantic body. And then, oh, big Rakshasi is dead. She came as a beautiful maid, but then she died as a Rakshasi. The original Sarupa has come out, right? They were all scared. Immediately they did all Shanti to Krishna. What Shanti did it? Bhagavatam says, they took the child immediately to the Goshala and then took the tail of a cow and then did go Bucha Brahmana, did pradakshina to the child. And then they bathed him with cow's urine and cow dung. Because Lakshmi Kataksham only will say Krishna. Krishna said, oh, my wife's association. Mahalakshmi there at the Prishthabhagam go. Some people, they do not, they will go to all puja or in the front. No, in the back only we should do, not in the front. Go Pucha Brahmana, Divi Bhagavatam says. Such a purified form, Mahalakshmi, resides always in the cow. So that's why Gopuja is always supreme, Kamadenu. And then they applied cow dung in 12 places, chanting the holy name Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Siddhara, Shikesa, Padmanabha. They said Raksha is called Raksha. And they chanted Panchayuda Sotram. And then they tied Panchayudas like a girdle. You know, Malatad enter kada, Kattar Panchayuda is protection for the child. They tied these to Krishna himself. Let your Panchayuda protect you. Anamali, Gadi, Shangi, Shanki, Chakri, Chanandaki, Sima, Narayana, Vishnu. The Panchayuda which are protecting us, they protected even Krishna. So, Krishna was happy. Oh, these people know Panchayuda's power. And then they are tying it to me as a child. Then this happened around 3 months when he was a child. And then, yeah, next, Shakadasara. Next Leela is Shakadasara Banjana. You have to remind me time. Right? It's time. Shakadasara. When Shakadasara thought any Guptam, he was sleeping below a cart, bullock cart. And then an Asura entered into the wheel of the cart, bullock cart. Krishna just, as if he was crying for the milk, he just touched the wheel, and then the wheel immediately was powdered. And then the Asura was there dead. Because he entered into the wheel of the cart. Shakadasura Tadane Biguptam. Just as a play, it was a sport for him. What is this wheel? Janmam Mrityu Jara Vyadi. This is the wheel. Prahlada is afraid. Narasimha said, are you not afraid of me? Why should I be afraid of you? You are my father. Then what are you afraid of? I am afraid of this wheel of birth, death, old age, disease. I am scared. Prahlada says, I do not want to be born in this vicious, poisonous cycle. Birth, death, old age, disease, birth, death, old age, disease. Nobody can escape old age. Somebody said, why the bulb is very dim? He said, the old age problem. No. Electronic problem. It's the voltage problem. Whatever it is, it's a problem. You become old. You have to become old someday. Right? Birth, death, old age, and disease. Nobody can escape. Janma Mrityu. I am afraid. I'm scared of this cycle. Please do not give me birth. Prahlada is scared. 7-year-old boy. He's not scared of Narasimha. He's scared of this vicious, dangerous cycle. Everyone has to become old. Everyone will get disease. Everyone has to die. Jatasya dhruvam mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya. A child is born, you know the date of birth. Fortunately, we do not know date of death. But the moment the child is born, it is written already. It's fixed. One day the child has to die. When the child is born, we do not know whether the child will become a doctor or lawyer or an auditor. But one thing we know, the child is going to die someday. So this is a poisonous cycle. Prahlada says, I do not want to be caught into says Punarabimaranam, Punarabijananam, Punarabijanani, Jatare Shainam. Shankaracharya says, Eka samsare, Bhagudustare, Kripaya Palaya, Pahi Murare, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate. Govinda, please protect me from this vicious cycle of birth, death, old age, disease cycle, very dangerous cycle. How many janmas I have taken? I don't know. Infinite births I have taken. Please do not put me once again into the womb of mother. According to Bhagavatam, one who hears this story of Putana will never be born in the womb again in this earth. So he will never get Punarjanma. That is you will get mukti. That is the Phalashruti of Putana Moksha. And then he did several Leela, Shakadachara Vanjanam, then Yamalajana Uddaram, Dhamodara Leela, Govardhana Leela. Many Leelas he did. All his Leelas are meant only to purify us, only to take us back to Vaikuntha. Because he loves us so much. That's why he did so many Leelas, so many passages. Because you will get caught, something like a web, right? You get caught in somewhere. In some app, you will get caught. Krishna is coming through app also nowadays, right? SVBC app is there, TV, SVBC, the Thiruvenkatamuriyan channel. Just by mistake you open SVBC, Srinivasa Kalyanam, that day it was coming to Niranj, right? Then you are caught. You see without your knowledge once, Srinivasa Kalyanam finished. You will never go to him. So Krishna tries his level best to take all of us because he loves us. Very simple. Why does a mother do so much of sacrifice? Why does a mother sacrifices all her happiness, all her energy of the children? Only one reason, she loves the children. She doesn't want the child to do anything. She doesn't expect, any parent doesn't expect, after you become graduation, you take care of me, and you should give so much of percentage of salary to me. No mother says that. Causeless mercy. Nothing, they don't expect anything. They don't love for it. It's not commercial. And anybody who can understand mother's love, that's enough. That will take them back to the divinity, right? Tajir Chalanda Koyanimilla, Tande shall Mikka Mandinamilla. There is no temple superior to mother, and there is no God superior to father. So one who can remember, one who has gratitude to the parents, enough. Krishna will come to your house searching like a Pundalik. Pundalika was serving his parents in Pandharpur. Krishna started from Dwaraka and then he wanted to give darshan. He visited the house. And at the entrance, he just rang the calling bell. Pundalika, who is it? I am Krishna. Which Krishna? Dwaraka is Krishna. Wait there. I am busy. Why? I have to take care of my parents. They are blind. I am feeding them. They are taking bath. I have to feed them. I will come. Wait for 1 hour. But give me some seed. Then throw a brick. Bit is brick in Marathi. One who stands on bit is known as Vittal. Yuge Atta Visa Vitavari Buba Vamangi Rakamaji Disadi Beshaba Marathi Art. Pundali Kache Beti. To meet Pundalika, who came? Parabrahma Lega. Charani Vage Bhima Uddari Jaga Jaidev. All we have to do is simply take care of our children. Krishna will come to your house and give darshan and take you back. So let us pray to Krishna that give us such wonderful satsang like this, constantly, continuously. Although we may forget him, but he should put us in the satsang. Anyhow, what are the techniques? He knows better how to put us in satsang. And let him give us satsang and bhakti, which is unflinching faith in his lotus feet. And with a sincere heart, we should always be able to do bhajan, kirtan, have the mercy of our acharyas, then through acharyas we perform prapatti, and then go back to Shri Vaikuntha and bring the Vaikuntha Anubhavam here itself when we are alive. Let us pray to Krishna to give us Asmat Sadhgurubhyo Namaha Loka Samasta Sigino Bhavantu.
అది మొత్తం వచ్చే స్వామి మీకు జయదేవి జయదేవి పాట మొత్తం వచ్చే స్వామి మీకు జయదేవి జయదేవి పాట
జయదేవ్